attraction. I'm about to get mean. I'm about to get loud. Spotlight on me when I take my bow. You're gonna pay full price if you want front row. I got a Hollywood star. I got my name in stone. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and listen. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. You're gonna feel your heartbeat when it starts to rush. I wanna look, leave your jaw wide open, 'cause I'm illustrious. Are you ready for the show? I sit back and listen. I'm gonna blow your mind. I am a superstar, and I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. Get off my stage. Lights, camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction. I am a superstar. I'm a superstar. And I knew I'd come this far. You better make way. You better make way. Get off my stage. Get off my stage. Camera, action. I'm the main attraction. I'm the main attraction.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Last corner, last lap, pass.
Every driver dreams of a moment like this. A race that demands more than speed. It demands everything. This is where legends are made, and this is your chance to witness it. $30,000 on the line, and one chance to make it happen.
mean, we can go 300 laps and have a cleaner race than you can 20-lap feature at a local dirt track.
Best event of the year as far as I'm concerned, anywhere you go.
It's the most fun I've ever had in a race car.
Well, the band is all back together again after a nice week off for Memorial Day. You are looking live at the virtual super speedway. That is the Atlanta Motor Speedway. In the next round of the Northwest Racing Series as we rock and roll into season number 12. Welcome to round number 10. The push towards the playoff and the summer months are upon us. I'm Wesley Outland, or as my new Facebook account is called, Outland Wellesley. You'll get a kick out of that, Charles. Welcome inside the booth. Jeremy Stanley, my buddy down in Florida, pulling getting the heat, getting the humidity, trying to, flash the, trying to swipe the mosquitoes away, I guess, because hot weather is upon us, my friend. And Charles Mooney is starting to get hot down in Texas, I guess. Triple digits are upon them. We were talking about the weather during our combos before coming on the air, and one track that's hot is Hotlanta, the new repave, and I just love this place. You think of Daytona, Talladega, Jeremy, you got to think the new Atlanta is the same way, man, and I think we're going to see an awesome race here tonight. Super speedway style. Katie bar the door. It's going to be a fun 200 miles.
Absolutely going to be a blast. And people by me, actually, they don't like the place as much as you would think. I got a bunch of like quote unquote traditionalists are like, it's got to be 2.5 miles, maybe Michigan. But what's this 1.5-mile track doing? It runs like a drafting track, as that's the new term for that. It's different. I personally love it.
Yes.
So there's that. I'm on team Wesley on this place. Great facility, great track. It's a hybrid. It gets stale after a while running the same old shapes, same old designs. Nope. Mr. Mark Smith is like, you know what? We're going to change the game. We're working with this platform, iRacing, and we're going to develop this track from iRacing to the physicalness in Atlanta. I love it.
I do. I love it as well, man. And Charles Wooten, it's always great to work with him, obviously, with real racing assignments. And then, of course, back in the iRacing broadcast chair, as always, we are your leader in your home of sim racing. Let's take a look at the race on information for tonight at Atlanta. There it is. By the way, watch live or on-demand replay, raceon.com, formerly called Race On Texas. And, of course, they are expanding the globe. That sounded like ABC's Wild World of Sports. But they are expanding on the globe of Race On, covering more dirt, pavement, motorsports, raceon.com. No fast repair for this series this year. 100% fuel, 3 sets plus the original they qualify on. 2-lap qualifying. And, yeah, we're going to go just shy of 200 miles. It is 130 laps, 200 miles the distance here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Yeah, and tires do play a factor. When you hear super speedway, you're like, yeah, you can disregard the tires. No, it definitely plays a role in handling. I did a race here last week. The right side tires do get chewed up way more than the left sides do. So that'll be a factor to get those changed when necessary. And we got, just under 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. There, Wes, I'm looking at the stats here. Ryan Bloom is currently on top of the board. This man qualified first in the duels at Daytona, and he qualified first for the Daytona 200. And this now the second super speedway of the season, and guess who's on top of the board? That same driver, Mr. Ryan Bloom. If he can hold this off for another minute and a half, this will be his second third pole of the season, and the only driver to have poles at a super speedway.
There you go. In the Peach State 200, that's going to be really fun to keep an eye on and watch, no doubt. Is you see the new repave, you see the cones that kind of help you know when you're turning into the corners, and obviously here is also the Kaufman weather conditions, Kaufman creative weather conditions, and that's going to be very unique to keep an eye on, as well as we're going to keep an eye on all of this right now. Track temp right around 80.60 degrees. Sim temp is 81 degrees. Track temp is in triple digits at 113. And there's a wind that is going from 11 down to 6, down to 5, now back up to 7. And we are just around, what is that, 4 p.m. Eastern time, I guess? 15:59 military time.
Yep. Easy way to do it is you take that time minus 12. So 16 minus 12. 4 o'clock.
Yeah. There you go. And that's going to be right in the dead of the afternoon. That's going to be in the dead of the afternoon. I got a feeling these tires are definitely going to be being used up. And this is not an abrasive racetrack anymore, the Atlanta of the past. This is a get up and grind and go 200-plus mile-an-hour slugfest. I think we're going to see a humdinger here tonight at Atlanta. Who wants it more is the question, as we're ready to roll in round 10 at Atlanta in the Peach State 200. And here is your starting lineup. Ryan Bloom, quick qualifier on the pole with Dennis Moore to the outside in row number 1. Row 2 will find Kevin Smith and Jeff Stabnow in the 24. Row 3, it's Roy Grande and Stephen Paulison in the 58. Row number 4 will find Tyler King and Devin West right now joining the top 10. You're going to see the drivers of Paul Newton and Troy Daggett here at Atlanta.
All right, the rest of the field, 11th place Frank Harris to the outside of 12th, Christopher White. In row 7, you're going to find Brett Johnson and Stephen Bartlett in 14th. 15th will be Dana Rogers. To his outside in 16th, Josh Childers. 17th, Sean Breitzman. 18th place, Triple Threes, Jane Vining. 19th, Corey Elkelbarger. And 20th place, John Ottenbacher. 21st, Dan West Jr. 22nd, Chris Kynes. 23rd place, Ron Hunter. 24th place, Ray Fournier. And Scott Hutchinson. 25th and final entry for tonight's race here for the 10th start of the 2025 Northwest Racing Truck Series.
Man, I don't want to sound disappointed, but I'm calling our Northwest brother and sisters out. I am not happy with the truck count tonight, Jeremy. I figured we would have at least had, I at least thought we'd had 30, 35. I really did. I mean, am I wrong? Don't you think? I mean, we're still early in the year. It's round 10 of the season.
Yeah, it's round 10. I mean, this is technically your mid-race, right? Or mid-season form style racing. But maybe there's not as many Atlanta fans out there as what me and you would like to think.
My feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt.
It's whatever. We got 9 people watching YouTube, so that's great. So hopefully get that number up well into the double digits as this night continues. And half a lap before we go green flag. And Wesley, you shouted us out for our hot weather, but you're under the weather.
I was. I've been sick since last week.
Appreciate you.
And I've been under the weather, and finally back to feeling better today. Yesterday, last night, I guess. Man, I was miserable. It always happens to me. Every time on Memorial Day weekend when I travel up to West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, the atmosphere is different, temperature's different, barometric temperature, atmosphere, everything just, it really messes me up. Well, it really messed me up bad this year. So, nonetheless, we roll. The show goes on. Atlanta, 200 miles. We're green. And you have a virtual race.
Yeah,
so Jeremy, if you hear me have a little sniffle or a cough, or if you hear the the button quickly mute. It's because I'm sneezing my head off, and I just don't want it to go out over the air.
We had a wreck already. Yeah, no, absolutely. Take your time, man. Take your time. Keep that thing out, Bradley. Cover for you when needed. Oh, we got a wreck already. James fighting. Saving 2 saves. Great handling. James going to come down pit road early here. There's one other truck in the outside walls, a white and red. Truck couldn't make out who it was, but that could have been bad. But we stay green flag. James Riding's going to lose any chance unless he picks up a quick caution.
No caution. No caution thrown yet. Ryan Bloom leads the cavalry. I'm wondering if it might have been the 91 truck, the red and black truck of Scott Hutchinson. He was in the back, and I wonder if he might have got a piece of it with Vining. So we still stay under green flag conditions. It's Ryan Bloom in the lead, and quickly these guys go to the whip, and they're going up to the top shelf here, Jeremy.
Second lane works well. Third lane, 50-50. Depends on how well the line is formed up right now. You can forget about any 2-lane stuff. The outside is gone. It's just all toward the bottom of this track. Lap 4 now underway. Your top 4 single file. Warren Grande Jr. trying to be solo top 5. He's going to get it this time as Jeff Stabno's going to push him. But Paul Newton in that 27 holding on strong by himself on the outside, getting that side draft just a little bit. And here comes 4 trucks behind him. So now we might have a little fine formation on the top. Turn 4 here. Still the 27 holding on for dear life on the outside of Roy Grande. Just cannot leave that number 11 there, Wes. As he's now got Brett Johnson right behind him, the 19, Chris White. They are closing in. This is going to help this 27 maybe get around 5-0, poke themselves into the podium top 3.
Now, you're exactly right as we watch them funnel their way back off into the corner again and working off turn 4. Here they come back to the strike. Super Speedway, pack style draft racing. And it's about to be 2-3 truck tandems as well as we watch them pump the double red and white line, if you will, off the bottom of the racetrack, just like you would do Daytona or Talladega. That's the type of racing Atlanta's new repay provides now.
Until about 15-20 laps in, that tire wear starts to kick in. The tires are hot. They're slick. You have to lift a little bit in corner entry if you're going to run the bottom all the way around the track. And that's where the outside advantage really starts to come into play. And you definitely will see some of that here this evening. We're only on lap 7. Give it another 10-15 laps. And I bet you the guys like Brett Johnson, Christopher White right now that are on the outside, they will start to naturally progress forward because they don't have to lift like the inside line does.
That's right. But man, this is a really, really fast racetrack for these trucks. They're getting speeds of almost, 185, 190 miles an hour. I mean, they're getting it around here.
Yeah, a mile and a half are going. Slower lap times, but still crazy amount of speed here. I know before the repave, they were doing 200 without a restrictor plate. Now, it's not really a thing, but they're running, low 30s, high 29s in the draft right now, which is still, in that 180, 190 mile an hour region. But look how just single file this bottom is. These guys are going to try to play the conservative route early here, West. 9 laps in. They got a ton of racing to do, and it's super speedway racing style. So, why go side by side for so long, I guess. That's what the top 10 is saying.
And how about this, Jeremy? In addition to that, the fastest man on the racetrack turning a 29-second lap is all the way in the 20th position. Ron Hunter in the 30. He's in 19th, actually. 29.570 is the fastest lap of the race.
And it's draft all day. Right there. Number 30 from Hunter. It looks like they got him down for Hunter Performance Motorsports. Right now, we got the camera focused on the 39, Mr. Childress. He's continuing to just hang on by himself on the second groove here. Slides up to the third groove on corner entry. Really widen out that corner. I think it's to conserve tire where he gets a good launch, but he's kind of just he's stuck. He's very stagnant right now. So he's finally going to come out with the number 5, Devin West. He's going to try to maybe then put this second groove up in front.
Lap 11 of 130. It is Ryan Bloom in the lead. Bloom up in front in that number 25. Dennis Moore in second. Kevin Smith third. How about that one? And there goes a big 2-3 truck tandem fighting for that spot. Looks like a pyramid, if you will, as they work from 1 to 2 to 3 down into 3 and 4.
Devin West working the lanes from left to right in 5th position. You usually see the leader do that, but Devin with only one truck in front of him on the outside is able to kind of manage both lanes from the top 5. And he's sticking at the bottom. He's not giving the help that Childress really needs. And there goes. He's finally to the inside of the 39. Gonna try to make a pass. Maybe Childress can sneak in behind the 5 here, but that hole's gonna close up kind of quick as the 21 Tyler King gets there. And look at Childress again, out to the 3rd lane, really swooping that corner entry. It's doing well for him by himself on the top. This is where it's kind of telling me, Wes, that well, hold on. He's gonna, yeah, he did scrape the wall. He's gonna lose 2 to 3 spots there. But outside, being by yourself, maybe the inside's starting to lift a little bit more. Maybe the tire wear is starting to finally show its face.
Bloom in the lead. Moore, Smith, West, King, top 5. Grande down to the inside. Battles Childress, and all of this goes on in the top 10 in the back. And how about Harris in the 77? John Deere Green Machine starting to climb into the top 10 as well.
Looking at the YouTube chat, the driver of the 333, James Vining, out of tonight's race already. Had a checkup for keep from running over the field. And he got put in the pit road and parked it. I'm not sure if it was damage related or not, but either way, James out of the race. He's on the YouTube side, so appreciate you for joining in and watching the race, even though it's an early exit. Yeah, this race can be gruesome to drivers. It can be very, very giving to others. So, but right now, minus that incident, for the most part, it is pretty spaced out here as we continue to focus through some of the drivers in the field. That was the 19, Chris White. Now we're looking at the top 3. Dennis Moore over the back bumper, still at the 25. He's, I think, led every single lap at this point.
Right now, Ryan Bloom, and look at this now in the back. 2-3 trucks fighting. I got to tell you, you would think that this is going to be like a restrictor plate Daytona, watch out for the big one jam session. Right now, everybody is minding their P's and Q's here quickly, already heading into 20 laps into this one here in Atlanta.
They really are. Minus this 39, Childress, huge. More and more. He's the only one really trying the outside. Everybody else has been just laying low on the bottom. But now he's going to have the 5 once more. Going to try to leech off. We saw this happen about 5 laps ago. It didn't work for him, so he's back in. Now he's going to try again, knowing that 39's got a little bit more speed up on that second groove. And now they're going to be side by side with Dennis Moore, who's currently second place with the 44 truck. They're in turn 1 now, turn 2 corner exit. Lose a little bit of momentum there. Wreck in the back. Double 7 Frank Harris hits Brent Johnson to single 7. Caution out lap 19.
I spoke too soon. That's me.
It happens.
That's me. I was talking about what a phenomenal job these guys were doing, and then all of a sudden,
how you do?
Calamity in the back. Wow. Let's look at the replay.
This is the setup. Half a lap prior. This wreck happens right here. I don't know who initiates it, but The 7 probably got the worst of it. Mr. Frank Harris. Outside. Oh, and Brett Johnson just slides up into the left rear of the 77. Oh, and okay. Actually, Brett Johnson got a decent amount of impact out of that. Christopher White hits the wall kind of decently on the inside. Got jacked up a little bit there. A little wheel-to-wheel bounce, if you will. And a couple others kind of pancaked the inside wall.
That's right. Another look at it again from a different angle as Johnson into Harris. Oh, boy. The 19 up in the air. And, man, it looked like everybody was just trying to go from the top to the bottom, below the apron, below the double white and red lines. And, well, that's what you get when you kind of see monkey do, Jeremy.
Yeah, 100% there. And I think that was the 59, Stephen Paulison, also involved. There's one other person I couldn't make out the number, but it's at least 4 to 5 drivers involved in this first caution on lap 19. Expect every single driver to come down pit road this time. If they haven't done so, I don't think they have they? Getting a report here. Got at least 4 black flags that need to be issued. Probably for passing under yellow, I would imagine. But we'll get that sorted out here in the next lap or two before we go back to green flag.
So, drivers coming down the pit lane for repair and service will allow us to step away, and we take a break. We're back in a moment. Stay with us from Atlanta.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Back here in Atlanta, lights off on the safety car, and we set ourselves up for a restart for the first time. And I don't want to say it anymore. I mean, my goodness, I'll tell you what, Jeremy, as soon as I said things are going great, everybody's doing good, they crashed.
Well,
I ain't saying it no more.
Well, hopefully you can predict the next scratch off for the next lottery pull with that talent you have over there. Here we go, green flag. Look at Ryan Bloom, little tire spin, I think, but still able to launch 2-3 truck lengths over the 44, the 39. As they head off into turn number 1, the 25 is going to go to the outside. Surprisingly, this is interesting. And checks up the outside 2 trucks. I think that might have been coordinated, but Childress to the front.
Back to it again. The looking Kevin Smith up high.
Can we get back to the lead? No.
And a caution
First
out
lead
again.
change.
Trouble! Dana Rogers, another spinning.
Who's
Chris
the other
Kynes involved. Caution out. Is that
Dana
a cherry
Rogers.
cola? Is that a cherry cola vanilla Coke?
Well, it's
Vanilla
now
cherry Coke? Yeah.
Now it's a dirty vanilla cherry Coke. We're gonna watch this thing get crushed.
They don't
like a
call
soda
him the
can.
best color man in the business for nothing, folks. Whoa!
They finished that drink. They smashed him up and throw him away. Oh, Chris Kine, 57, hard impact. This all started with Brightsman in the 46. Just, even on fresh tires there, Wesley just slid up right into the left rear. It's twice we've seen that now. Seems like there's about 3 car lengths in between the 07 to 46. Oh, we got loose. Okay. So, just got loose, and then Sean. Car slow in front, and then caused that one right there. And 57 just completely obliterated out of nowhere. Nothing he could have done there.
Unbelievable. Rogers Kynes involved in that accident under yellow flag here.
We just got the speed too. I was really curious why Ryan Bloom decided to go to the top, slow. It almost looked like he intentionally slowed up. It allowed Mr. Childress to just fly past, take the lead. And then Ryan all of a sudden was trying to fight for it. And now he's going to be restarting. Where did Ryan Bloom go? He is way down on my list here. Back in 18th place, the driver of the 25 who's been leading this whole thing up to this point. So I guess he had to make an unscheduled pit stop, I would assume.
Caution out. Second time. Closing in on 25 laps completed here when they come down. And does anybody pit again? That's the question. I think everybody's good right now. Yeah, I think everybody's good right now.
Yeah, if you run a short fuel tank, like there's a league I call on Wednesdays and I race with on Saturdays. They run 40% fuel. So the trucks run about 14 laps every pit stop cycle. So that's when you pit every single time. Oh, there's 19 going blinky blinky like an old Christmas tree. But these 100% fuel runs, yeah, you can stay out and conserve a little bit more.
Understanding some multiple drivers, Jeremy, having black flags. Wow.
Yeah, and they had them on the last caution break. We didn't have enough green flag laps to fix it. They could not come down to service, so they are still stuck with that black flag that's been on their screen for about 8 laps now. I'm sure that's eating them alive to get that thing cleared.
Josh Childress, what's your take of this this guy right here, right now, leading 39? I mean, this guy's really turned some heads quickly in his rookie season.
Well, he's turning heads tonight. He was up there, one of the only guys in the top 10, doing it by himself and maintaining that 5th place roughly, and doing a great show on the outside of the track. The rest of the season has been pretty stellar. Currently, he's 16th in points, but he's got multiple top 5s, multiple top 10s, and so, he's, for a rookie season, I would not ask for anything less. Let's see what he can do now leading at Atlanta with the restart. Up to his discretion. Takes the green flag, 2 truck lengths ahead of the 99 Troy Daggett. Top 3, 4, 5. They go single file. We got side-by-side Bodenbacher on the outside here over Brightsman. Brightsman moves up to the top. The back half of the field just scattered all over the place. Devin West coming down. He's going to do that black flag penalty. Here's the 91. He's coming down.
Scott Hutchinson.
Hutchinson, yep, thank you. So that's 2 drivers serving their black flag on this. So here's the 3rd one. There's Paulison. I think there was a black flag on top of a black flag for Devin West. Unsafe pit entry in.
Man, that's just an insult to injury right there. Not only did he get a black flag, he gets another black flag. Entering pit road, I guess speeding in anger maybe, Jeremy. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 8 laps of staring at that black flag. I'm sure it was eating at him. Here's the 4th and final driver that has a penalty to serve, and that is Jeff Stabnow, the 24. And he's down much nicer. So I think the 5 is going to get a 40-second hold. I think that's how that works. Jumping back. to the main action here. Look at this. The lead pack 2x2x2 all over the place. Inside, outside, moving around, turbulence, tire, and kind of formal formation here as they're going to complete lap number 29 on the outside. You got 3 trucks. Everybody else on the bottom except for John. Oh, well, here we go. Here comes 21 King. He's going to slide on up there and try to help us outside and finally get some momentum.
So, is it suffice to say that if you're going to have any type of technical issues, penalties, black flags, it's good to have them right now, isn't it?
I would rather take it on lap 5 than with 5 to go. Absolutely. So, you just got to hope for the cautions now. We've already seen 2. So, the game of averages is on your side, but this track, you do go a lap down. You see it on the scoring file on there on the left side. Stabnow, Paulson, Hutchinson, and West, all those guys had the penalty. 3 of them went 2 laps down, so they have a lot of work. And some cautions can be coming to their way and take up all that time lost. No truck in the wall there off turn 2.
Wow, hold on. That's White up on the outside, by the way, the 19. Christopher White. Craftsman entry on the bottom. There's Daggett. Piling on the momentum is also Dan West Jr., Sean Brightsman. Here comes Team LSRTV in the fray in turn 1.
Christopher White led that lap this time, the 19. Oh, one truck, it's just a slow truck gonna go ducking down there, let the leaders go by. How you doing? We got 3 on the top. And this is third. He's coming down, actually. He was for a position. That was Ron Hunter, so he's going to slow up there. Oh, the 26 is up. 26 has brushed the wall multiple times here. Off corner exit. They're running top there. There's some speed up on that very outside lane. Kyle Larson, we find him, but you just need the draft partner to help assist it. And it's kind of working right now. Christopher White still keeping speed with Mr. Childress.
Off of 3 and 4, here they come again, back into 1. That's how fast they fly around this racetrack. This track now over 1.5 miles. It's actually shy of 1.5 miles. So fast, so intense, pack racing. And right now, Childress inside on that double white line, right there along with Childress and White and West and Brightsman and Daggett. What a run for Daggett right now in the top 5 of the 99 there.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong run, pretty good showing for the 99 so far. 35 laps into this Atlanta race. And, let's see if we can maybe sneak. Oh, here we go. We got the 55, Mr. Dan West Jr. into the outside wall. It's almost been a common occurrence. I don't know if you've noticed it, Westside, but I've seen probably 8 to 10 trucks in total bounce off the wall just a little bit, but it's almost like their depth perception is not right whenever they enter these corners. It's a much sharper entrance, and if you're carrying excess speed, the truck has a tendency to want to wash up, and so if you don't compensate for that, you will find the wall just barely. And that's what we've probably seen. Here we go, the 19, Christopher White. He's going to bounce off that same exact thing. Almost had Dan West Jr. hit him in the left rear. The 26 behind him, he gets loose on the front straightaway. And so the tires they're cooking already. Back straightaway here. Childress still leading here. He's gonna lane control to the inside. He's gonna try to wash up in front of the 21. Tyler King could not make the block happen. Tyler almost took that lap entirely. Barely goes to the 39 this time. He's got a strong run with the 27 of Newton here. Let's see what they can do with Christopher White in third in line down on the outside. 4 versus 4 at the moment. 21 at the advantage in 3.
Trucks pitting. I think that's Johnson on the pit lane in the 7. All this going on now as we are heading into the under 100 laps to go with the race. I think it's now 90 remaining when they come to the line.
More damage to the 7.
Johnson early pitting? What do you think? Early pit stop maybe?
No, no tires are being picked up. This is for damage. Either damage or he's done. 7 for Johnson. 1 lap down. And now going to go multiple. You're early in the going. Still a great battle here for the race lead, though. Look at this. 39-21 putting on a show for the virtual Atlanta fans here this afternoon. 4:30 server time. 41 laps into the books out of the 130 scheduled. 19 Christopher White marrying the outside wall. I think that was the proposal tap. Next one is the actual marriage ceremony. He's found it multiple times. Continue to do so. You got the 5 of West. He's trying to do what the 39 did about 20 laps ago. The Sting truck maintain that top 5.
We watch on. We see these guys working their way again around the racetrack. Another lap.
Charles with my correction to the 5. I forgot he is a lap down from that penalty anyway. So he's trying to get the lap back the hard way. 5 Devin West is. He's trying everything he can. He's got. Let's see, where is he right now? 3 laps down, so he's not in lucky dog contention, so he's trying to do this the hard way, and he's got a great shot here. 21, he's going to pass him, second place in theory to the 5. If you can get around Childress and hold it and grab a caution, man, this is going to be very beneficial. Oh, watch out for the air pockets that happen on iRacing.
Oh, wow.
Contact that was close between the 21 and the 5.
Did you say air pockets? Yeah.
Yeah, there's a specific term I was told you couldn't say on the open com, so I call them air pockets. Oh, okay, we say net code. Okay, we are allowed to say net code. I call them air pockets anywhere else.
Wait a second,
I get that point across.
Say that. When did we get the green light to say net code down? There you go, okay. See,
our producer green flagging the thing.
Back in the day, Jeremy, we couldn't say things like that because, you know.
That's why I call them air pockets, brother.
iRacing don't care for that too much, you know. Just, you know.
Air pockets. What's net code in real life? Is that a blown tire? Is that? Oh.
Hot pockets.
I got Wesley stuck, boys. it's all over from here.
That's my high pitch of the night, you know.
One and done.
Hey, I ain't got no hot pockets in the freezer, but I got some steak. What do they call them? State fair corn dogs.
Yeah, man, I was just at the grocery store right before this race. I should have picked me up some. That sounds so good right now.
I'm standing up just to make sure it's official. Yeah, it's State Fair, 100% beef corn dogs with a real honey flavor crust. Covering, I guess, what they call it.
Well,
honey sweetened batter. Oh yeah, we love sausage. Yeah, yeah. You're horrible, Charles. You're horrible, Charles.
Gosh, about 49. We got to back
You know
it
what?
down
That's
here.
what you get being a
Oh,
pervert.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, CRN heard
We
it,
got-
you pervert.
CRN wants to know why there's a caution.
Read between the
On the
lines,
track.
audience. That's all I'm going to tell you. You'll find out why we're under yellow flag.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Nasty.
in the-
You know what?
Self-spin gone horribly wrong. And watch this replay. I don't know if you caught it in real time, but look at the leaders. Look at them. Troy Daggett.
wow.
Barely. Just yanked the wheel left at the last second. Just a wash up. Again. The tire wear. Like, it's just, the truck looked like it broke. And it just, to the wall you go, brother. And a nice air pocket there to collect them further into that wreck. I'm going to say it for the lulz now. Do apologize. And look at
Well,
that
we
number
haven't done this
5,
in a
able to
while.
get it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he was the
we
leader
haven't-
of the pack. He's going to get it the hard way.
We haven't done this in a while. We need to pause for a minute for a commercial break, as well as 10 seconds of station identification for those that are listening on the community radio network. This is the Northwest Racing Series.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. RCRN.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. Come on, check out what we got.
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
You've probably seen us all over the racing world and doing a lot of racing designs for events and race teams, but we also do a lot of stuff from small boutiques in small cities all the way up to Fortune 500 companies. Your brand deserves to be seen. We print on more than just shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and much, much more. Custom corporate branding starts here.
Did you just yell taxi? Is that what you just I thought you yelled taxi.
Better than what I say whenever I leave a voicemail for someone.
Well, you know, Hot Lips passed away the other day. Remember the TV show MASH? I was watching MASH the other day. We're talking about old TV shows, you know, Taxi, MASH. You know?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
The
Well, I
alligator
did
from
hear
Happy
that.
Gilmore died. When did this come out? What was this news?
That's
Are
breaking
you serious?
news.
The guy that had the one eye gone? Not the guy. The alligator that had the eyeball missing. Wow. Are you serious? Are you joking, Charles, or is this?
Well,
I can't tell whenever he's being serious or.
we're going to a favorite search engine for this one. We're doing it
Don't mess
live.
with me. I will. You know.
Here we
me.
go.
Happy green.
Green flag. Look at this restart. Tyler King just whole shot here. 3, 4 car lengths. 3 wide already. Second, third, and fourth place. Childress in the middle.
He knows that I'll do it, Jeremy. He knows I'll do it.
Oh. Roy Grande checks into the door panel rod. Josh Childress. It's going to send him to the outside and then send him almost to the race lead here. And I hear some reports of some black flags. Was that right?
More black flags. Charles, can you chime in? Do we have more reports of black flags?
Kevin Smith, Dennis Moore, Ryan Blue in pit road this time. Got one of those 3.
Oh, I'm doing it. In the movie Happy Gilmore, the alligator is Morse. In the scene where he is involved in the death of Chubbs Peterson, played by Carl Weathers. He did not die in the movie. However, he did pass away of old age this past week on May the 13th.
Wait a minute. It's an old article.
That's
this week, May 13th.
Morse, the Colorado alligator, and Happy Gilmore died in May the 18th. There it is. Wow. The alligator.
Ooh, Sean Breitzman, he's under the outside wall. He's slowing down quite a bit.
By the way, Jeremy, this is all Charles, people. If you're in the background wondering what the hell we're talking about alligators and the iRacing broadcast more, it's all Charles. It's all Charles.
If they ain't from the South or the East Coast, they don't know what alligators are.
I encourage you to go to wearesearing.com and take a listen on the radio, because you definitely get a more of a behind the scenes, if you will, that you cannot hear on YouTube. Yeah. He puts us all in stitches, doesn't he, Jeremy? Like, I mean,
we're uncensored over here.
The more you know.
G.I. Joe.
By the way, we are closing in on halfway here in about 3 more laps. No, wait a minute. Less than 10 laps. Lap 65 is that.
Yeah, 65. So yeah, we're 8 laps away from that mark. Pretty chaotic restart. Yeah, so
because
Wesley,
lap 65 is halfway, you nitwit. Not you, Jeremy.
Wesley
Not you, Jeremy.
Alan this week. Wesley has installed an autocorrect.exe to his profile, so in real time.
Shut up.
Christopher White shoves Childress into the race lead once more. Tyler King right behind him on the inside. Christopher White in the 19, first truck on the outside, now second truck as Childress again lane controlling outside, inside. Doing a really good job at doing that so far. Coming up to start lap 60 here. A scheduled 130 laps. And at the line, the 19 gets that lead change. He's probably his 3rd time leading this race. I'm going to say 2 wide here, the number 5. Devin West, he got that lap back the hard way. Now he's only 2 laps down as Jeff Stabnow's back on the lead lap. That last caution, he was able to get that wave around. Moved from 1 lap to no laps down. But now Devin West is going to try to do it again. He's floating around the top 5-ish, and he's wanting to get it back the hard way once more. But the 5 is also in Lucky Dog contention too. He's the highest running 2-lap down truck. And he has to worry about Stephen Paulson, which is about almost a whole second behind him. So right now, the 5's in a comfortable spot there. So.
Did you guys see the announcement that they're bringing back Mansfield, Ohio? I don't know if you saw that, Charles. That track's coming back. Mansfield.
So, I did not see that. However, Rockingham is up for sale.
Oh, well, yeah.
It is on the market.
Can you believe that, Jeremy? Like, literally, this is the reason why NASCAR takes their ball and goes elsewhere. Because of people that play games with owning racetracks. Bottom line.
Yeah. North Carolina said, we have, what was it, $14 million we're going to hand out to X amount of tracks. I want you to work on your facility. So Rockingham got a good chunk of that. They said, okay, we're going to repave. We're going to do a couple things infrastructure-wise. And they finally get trucks and Xfinity on the schedule this year, about 2 months ago, month and a half. After the races settled down, they cleaned the track up, and they're like, you know what? We're going to sell it. And they said it's a stepping stone. They don't want to interfere and hold it back, so they're trying to get someone, you know, as the marketing strategy for selling it anyway. It says, here, buy it, make this place much better than what we can. But in reality, if it shuts down one more time to the NASCAR Top Tier Series, I think this might be the final straw. Tragic, really.
I mean, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. That's the reason why tracks do not last, Jeremy. That's what happened with NASCAR when they ran. And I know because I was on the PA team at Rockingham with Andy Hillenberg and them. That's exactly what happened. After 2 years, they lock it up. Look at Childress and White now fighting for the lead. But I mean, it's going to, and I hate to say this, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's going to take somebody that's got to come in there like North Wilkesboro, gung-ho, SMI.
So,
I don't see ISD doing it. I don't see ISD doing it, International Speedway Corporation. I don't. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I think the short end of the stick, Jeremy, is going to be Rockingham because all hell North Wilkesboro right now. And let's be honest, that only happened because of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. made Marcus Smith spend some money. Well worth it, by the way. But yeah, when it comes to that, it's like things are so costly these days, right? It's so expensive to maintain and build and add to and all that fun stuff. So it's kind of like the Cup Series in NASCAR. If you don't have your top tier name, like your Joe Gibbs, Hendrick, you kind of have Trackhouse, but they have a lot of money. If you don't have that group that has a just very deep pocket, you're not going to get the results you want. And so either Marcus Smith has to pick up the track, NASCAR has to purchase the track, somebody like that can monopolize the track and bring it back. But if it's some local spender, I don't have any hope for the track. So I guess we'll have to find out.
I mean, that's like, Charles was chiming in just a moment ago. They were talking about Mansfield, Ohio. And I remember when Mansfield was a pavement track and the NASCAR Truck Series and ARCA, ASA used to race there back in the day. And I remember when it became a dirt track. Hell, I was a part of the announcing team when the dirt races were going on. And I'm glad to see Matt Tift going in there and helping out operations. But that's going to be $2 or $3 million, Jeremy, to reboot that facility to get it back up and going again. Tracks across. I mean, hell, look, New River All-American Speedway in Jacksonville. Beautiful facility in North Carolina. They folded up their tent. And there's another track in the Midwest that just closed their door. A Northeast facility cut down to racing once a month when they used to race at least 2 or 3 times a month. Go out and support your short tracks, because if you don't, they're going to go, Jeremy. They're going to die.
Thankfully, mine two local tracks are really supported. New Smyrna Speedway.
Too damn hot to race in
widely
Florida
popular.
in June. It's too hot to race in Florida in June, buddy.
I know, but like during the early spring and late fall, that place is packed. Oh, that must have 26 as well, Fournier. But yeah, New Smyrna's great. On the dirt side, Volusia Speedway, excellent track. That gets the fun. And then Orlando Speed World is like our Bithwell in that area. That's a really, really localized track, but does a lot of events too. So love to see the turnout. They block traffic so much, but it's worth it because I know it's for the good cause of the local tracks to be supported. So
yeah,
absolutely. You get some of the better racing too. Just because you don't have the big names doesn't mean the racing isn't good. So go watch them.
Right now, Chris White in the lead. For how long, though, man? Childress is hot on his heels. Ding and Newton Daggett, top 5. Grande, West 48. Ottenbacher, Breitzman, top 10. Had a little wrath of cautions. Things settling down now as let's take a look at the race summary. 10 laps after the halfway mark of this race. In Atlanta, the Peach State 200. 3 cautions. 7 caution laps of 75 laps, and there's been 10 lead changes. That presented by Virginia811.com, reminding you, Jeremy, to dig with care.
There you go.
And they're in Florida, and they're in North Carolina, and they're in Virginia. They're in West Virginia.
The East Coast.
They're all over
the U.S.
Now, I think they're all over the United States of America, believe it or not. Yeah. But we're sponsored by Virginia811.com. So.
Sounds like what we just listed off. All of the East Coast, widely accepted. They'll go there. If they go across the whole continent, across the country, it'll be excellent too. Side by side, 2 by 2 for the race lead. Chris White, Josh Childress just keep flip-flopping positions here. And the outside seems to have that momentum finally. This place is rubbered up. Probably still in the triple digits on surface temp. If we have that weather stat here, see what kind of effect this track has taken through 78 laps. From the top of creative weather conditions. And yeah, that actually dropped 6 degrees on track from 113 to start to 107. Now approaching 5 o'clock server time. So the sun is starting to set slightly into the horizon. That means the track temp will cool off naturally because the sun's not right on top of it anymore.
Closing in on lap number 80 when they come back to the line. Jeremy Stanley's in the house. I'm Wesley Outland. James Vining is chiming in. And Jeremy, he is definitely frustrated, is pardon the pun. Nice checkup to keep from running over field, and I guess that's what I get and ruined my race before lap 1. Yeah, I really should not say how I feel about this BS. Every damn race this year I have attempted, this BS happens. That's quoted by the Catman James Vining, and you saw what happened to him, Jeremy, when the race started. I feel for my friend there.
Yeah, like the truck didn't look like it had much damage, but I guess circumstances parked the 333 on that checkup on lap 1 really just. Especially at super speedway, you don't know how these things go. You could be wrecked out on lap 1. You could have a great time and be up in front like these guys have been. There's no telling where the first wreck's going to happen. It's all a guessing game. So you can prep for hours on end. But ultimately, it just takes a random act on the track to highlight someone for no reason. So that's super speedway racing. That's a drafting track. But this front pack right here, these 3, 4, 5 trucks, it's kind of crazy how separated they are. I know handling does play a factor. We've talked about it throughout this whole race. But the fact that they've gapped so much over the guys' 5th, 8th, 10th place. We only have 8 drivers. Especially 8 drivers at a super speedway that's on the lead lap. Out of 25 entries, we have 6 that are out, including this man who just keeps going down pit road, Mr. 7, Brett Johnson. But only 8 drivers on the lead lap.
Brett Johnson back on pit road again. This is another unscheduled pit stop. Well, you know what? It might be a scheduled pit stop. He's just not in sequence with the leaders as we got a battle for the lead.
Here we
Devin
go once
West
more.
corrects it. That's a lap down truck. That's a truck on the tail end of the lead lap. Fighting to get back on the lead lap. Childress the leader.
I don't like this call. If the caution comes out, he's going to get Brightsman right now. He's going to put him in the lucky dog spot, I think. No, actually, no, I take that back. No, it's a great call. I completely reversed my statement. Now he's 1 lap down. If the caution flies, he's going to go from 2 laps down to no laps down within 1 lap. That'd be crazy to see 2 laps turn out like that. The caution flies now. The 5. Well, and now he's going to get passed by 39. This is going to get tricky. He's going to need that help from the 19 to get to that 1 lap. Oh, double wall contact from the outside. 39-46. Josh Childers. Sean Bryceman, heavy outside wall contact just before turn 1 entrance.
To the line. And I'm understanding some of the front runners from earlier in the race, some are leading and some are a lap down. How the mighty have fallen, how some have climbed there, Jeremy. Wow.
Stuff out. The filter has been applied to the field, and the 55, Dan West Jr., he's on pit road. Driver in 6th place. You see all the other guys exiting. I guess now with these pit stops, are they in that fuel window? Are they good? Is that why they're coming down right now? We still have 44 laps to go. So I guess, yeah, they would be inside that window. Pit stop's knocked out early.
Is this the money stop, you think, as well?
It's got to be. There's so much activity right now, and at one time, they're all electing to come down early. They could go a lot longer, but they're going to just do it early. And except for these guys up front, continuing to battle. 46 hitting the wall once more off the corner exit. Can't decide which line he wants to be in. Troy Daggett showing his face here. In the 46, we should notate once more, not for position. He's trying to get it back the hard way himself. It's floating between +1 or +2 lap down.
Roy Grande, Ray Fournier, other drivers pitting. How about this, Jeremy, as we close in on lap number 90, only 4 trucks on the lead lap. That's it.
Just a wild stat. I know we had some pit sequencing going on, but before that even, it was 9-10 drivers at most that were on the lead lap. I think I called it out when it was at 8, but just the amount of just gapping in the field, how many drivers are out, how many guys are a couple laps down. It's been a wild show for a place that's not had the big one. Had a lot of 1-2 truck corrects. I think the most was 5. Most of them got their damage repaired, but we're just so spaced out in this whole scoring pylon right here. Look at that. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, all different amount of laps down there. And that is just based off of damage and speed, and handling. And to continue to still battle for this race lead. Though Brightsman at the point, he's going to do it the hard way if he gets that caution.
Hey, by the way, you're tuned in to iRacing on LSRTV, the home of sim racing. Join the conversation to interact with the creators and watchers during this live stream. We appreciate it. Look at Childress and Brightsman now battling. That's Brightsman. He's a lap down, fighting to get, I don't want to say back on the lead lap, because he's way down in the 9th position on the scoring pylon. The leader is just mired by lap traffic. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right is an understatement. He's got just lap machines in front of him and behind him that he's trying to hold at bay. Chris White right there, though, fighting for the lead as he gets a run. And we got a caution! Oh,
there it
no!
is. Brightsman.
Tyler King crashes. Caution out. And you got 3 trucks on the lead lap only.
Brightsman
Wow.
gets his lap the hard way, the 55. Dan West Jr. is going to get it back, virtue of a lucky dog. And one of the fastest trucks here tonight, the 21, Tyler King, involved in this wreck on lap 93. What happened?
And that just puts 4 trucks, Jeremy, on the lead lap now. Free pass to Dan West Jr. Here's what happened. Oh, boy, no, he might be involved in the caution.
No, 55.
Oh, it might be taken away.
Yeah. Nope, he does not get the lucky dog. Dan West Jr. voids it by having the car contact, being part of the caution. So that'll not go to him. And it looked like that was a walk and a little bit of frustration there. We have some beef on this run. Huge contact.
There might be an ELL coming to the 55. Tyler King in the middle of that West sandwich, if you will, diving into turn 3.
Take another look at it here. Watch this run.
The rule is, Jeremy, just like in real life, you cannot get the free pass if you're a part of the caution. And yep, I got a feeling the 55 is going to be called for the EOL here.
He's definitely not getting the lucky dog. That is factual.
Which is the free pass in today's world, by the way. Lucky dog, free pass, potatoes, you know.
That means no.
Charles, give us an update as soon as you know. But I don't see Dan West Jr. getting a lap back.
So does this go to maybe Ryan Bloom on the scoring pylon? He'd be the first one to receive it. That or Brightsman?
No. I think it's whoever.
Well, it's the next driver in line after the 55.
It would be Sean Brightsman, I would think. Yeah.
And he did that. He did probably the double. We'll find out. Because remember, he just passed the leader. He got the caution after he was in front of the 39. So he got the lap back the hard way, which put him +1. And then if he picked up that caution perfectly, that would put him on the lead lap in theory. That'd be excellent to see. And yeah, I'm showing on the scoring pylon the 46 on the lead lap. He got the 2-for-1 special. I'm going to let this officially score itself out here as they cross the line, but I think he got the 2-for-1 there.
There's Brightsman, and it is official. He will get the free pass, and he will move back on the lead lap. So there you go.
We'll see.
Well, I think he's got to wait for the one to go, right? Doesn't he have to wait till the one to go, Jeremy, and then he can bypass everybody?
As the lucky dog officially recorded, it is the next lap after they get woed down. He came down pit road. It looks like he wants to pass the 19, but he's waiting. And I can't tell right now. On the scoring pylon, he's showing, I guess, still +1 lap. Damn, we'll just refresh. SDK is going crazy, so I can't actually see anything what's going on. It has the leader 3 laps down. I'm not too sure, but yeah, he should be. I thought in theory, but pace lights are off. We're gonna see on this restart. what the scoring pylon shows. He's got to be 1 lap down. There's no way he's going to get 2 laps and then also restart in the top 5. That'd be insane. They go from out of contention to here I am. He's showing 1 lap down. All right. Charles Wooten looking at the stats that he's got behind the scenes, showing him 1 lap down. So then who got the wave around? I don't.
Nobody got it. That's what
Someone
I was
has
wondering.
to get it,
I was
though.
wondering. So no.
Yeah.
Just like NASCAR, Jeremy, if you're a caution and if you're eligible for the waiver round, but you're a cause of the caution, nobody gets the waiver round. It only goes to the first car a lap down. So I guess they're following NASCAR rules. That's the reason why Dan West Jr. or Brightsman or any of these guys didn't get it.
Yeah, maybe the league Northwest, they're doing it. They're calling it, because I have seen it in my league racing where the guy who's in Lucky Dog does not get it. The second guy in line gets it, or naturally picks it up.
Yeah,
takes it. So
yeah, NASCAR don't even do that, my friend. NASCAR, if you're in a caution and the guy's supposed to get the free pass and he's involved or causes the yellow, nobody gets it. Nobody gets the free pass. You just re-rack, restack, and go again. And that's pretty much what they're doing. So Dan West Jr. would get a mulligan and get a chance to get back on the lead lap again if the caution was to come out. By the way, we're heading towards 30 to go.
So your 2 guys that are looking to get the lap back the next time is going to be Ryan Bloom in the 25. Or the 55 of Dan West Jr., then the 46 of Brightsman, then Ryan Bloom in the 25. That's your top 3 in the 1 lap down category. 55 at the point this time, but at the race lead overall, Christopher White in the 19. You see him on your screen with Troy Daggett P2 and Josh Childress 3rd place. Josh has been very versatile, bottom, top, trying to get anything going. He's not content with 3rd, Wesley. He wants the race lead once more.
.30 laps to go now. The Craftsman number 19, Chris White, up in front. Here comes Daggett. He gives him a shot in the tailgate, down into 3. And the 2-truck tandem now begins for the front spot. Childress now wants to get to the bottom. Tyler King, remember, a moment ago, spinning. He's multiple laps down, but he's fighting amongst these leaders as they go back in the corner.
Great racing right here. Just under 30 laps left. Here comes Childress on the outside. Barely has the nose over the 99. Checks it up just a little bit. Maybe some door contact once, maybe twice. Here comes the 21 of Tyler King, who was just a part of that wreck. Not in the lead lap, but he's going to contend here to see if he can't get a lap back the hard way. He's currently 3 laps down, but he's going to try anyways. And he's looking with the 55 there. Dan West Jr., the highest running guy, that's 1 lap down. He's trying to secure that Lucky Dog spot.
Side by side, White on the bottom. Here comes now Daggett. Childress, they're door to door. Remember King on the outside? Oh, he almost tagged the wall. Multiple laps down. But remember though, Jeremy, if he can get past these leaders, fight, get back on the lead lap, you get a lap back. You try to do all you can to get back in this race here.
Pretty dicey up here, coming up 26 laps to go at the line. Christopher White gets a little bit of a gap between himself and the 99. Troy Daggett. Childress still trying with Tyler King on the top. 4 trucks on the bottom, a lot more on the top this go around here through 1 and 2. 39 Childress side drafting a lot. Gets cleared of the 99 momentarily. Goes back door to door with them in turn 3. Just not much help on the outside, so the driver of the 39 just kind of stuck utilizing all the side drafters. Are 3 wide back there for about 7th or 8th.
Yeah, you're exactly right. If you're in this front pack with the leaders and you got lap machines in the way, how frustrating, Jeremy, can that be, especially if they kind of hold up, if you will, trying to get around for the leaders, like we're seeing.
You know, if I'm the 99 or the 19, I'm like, get the 21 out of here. He doesn't belong. But then if I'm Josh Childress, I'm like, heck yeah, buddy, push me up to the front. Let's go. Let's do this thing. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, they both paid the same price to race on this track. So, have at it, man.
I follow with what you said as well. I like that.
Race the apron, race the apron. Run high, run high. You paid for it. Three wide. Here we go. This is going to get sketchy. I thought the 39 was going to go to the outside wall as they clear the double zero. Kevin Smith. He continues to drop back there on the outside. 39 still stuck. Contact.
Oh!
Troy Daggett, Josh Childress, little confrontation midway down the back straightaway here on lap 109. Once more contact off of turn 4. Don't do that. You're gonna wreck the trucks if you keep that up. Christopher White still maintaining.
Just a little sideways, dirt tracking it, if you will. Down into corner number 1 and 2. Christopher White looking for his first win of the season. Daggett hungry as well. On the inside, Childress up top. You got lead lap drivers fighting with lap traffic machine. And those lap traffic trucks, they're still fast. They're holding their own, Jeremy, as they come to the line. It's 20 to go. It's go time here in Atlanta.
20 laps to go. 30 miles. Let's see who's going to pick up this win here tonight. 10th start of the season. Top 3 still locked in place. 4th on back's a little more versatile here as far as, or volatile for positions, but man, it's just up to 21. He's finally going to back down. He's going to give up the back bumper for a moment.
There's a popular rap song back in the day by Ludacris and Jermaine Dupri, and it said, "Welcome to Atlanta where the players play." And right now, who will be the player? Who will be the one to tame Atlanta right here on this virtual Monday night? Tuesday night already in the East Coast as Chris White leads the way. Childress on the inside. Troy Daggett on the bottom. Up high. Childress up high. Daggett to the inside. That is for second place. That is fair game between the 39 and the 99. And the other 19, he leads them into turn number 3.
Movement all throughout this entire field right now. 39 up to the outside, trying to get a nice shot down the front straightaway with momentum. A couple trucks farther in the back trying to get up there. Just there's a little barrier right now, Wesley, between these top 4 and everybody else behind them. There's a lot of movement. That's from side to side, but when it comes to passing, they're kind of just not doing it. And it's I'm kind of curious to see who can break away from that bubble and make some passing happen, because right now it's just not happening.
.16 laps to go. Sideways. Daggett. Childress Look at Paulison, by the way. These are lap down trucks in 13th and 14th position. Fighting with the leaders as Childress sideways. Bounces off the wall. Holds on to it in 39. And will stay green, but he loses ground, and we got contact. Devin West and Roy Grande bottom of the apron, and the caution's out.
Roy Grande, Jr. in the 11. Who else?
I think it was Devin West. And look who's cattywampus crab walking. It was Devin West in the 5. And how about this save up ahead for Josh Childress? Because that's where it started right here, Jeremy. Up on the outside. Bounce it off the wall right there. And then it bottlenecks everyone behind them.
Oh,
and there's...
turned down in front of the 5.
Yeah. And he did. Almost got into him, and he did. So that's why we're under the yellow flag. All right, Jeremy, set the stage, my friend. Under 15 laps to go. Are you coming down pit road? If you've got an extra freshies, do you come to the pit lane or do you stay on track? Is track position more important than tires?
It's tough. It's so tough. At a normal super speedway, no, you staying out. That's not even a question. But it was a decent run. They pitted what? Most of them are on lap 80-ish. We're on lap 115, 116, so that's 30 laps. If you're the leader, you stay out. But if you look at the scoring pylon, there's only what, 7 trucks on the lead lap, 6 trucks, 6 or 7. So even if you pit as the race leader, you're only gonna drop back 5 spots, pending everybody else stays out. So it might be worth the gamble, but there you go. You see the split. Who's that coming down as the race leader? We're gonna find out here. We see Chris White, he stayed out. Some Brightsman's on pit road. He's been there. 21, 58. Those are expected. So yeah, looks like a majority are going to stay out and hang on to what they got.
Out. Yeah. Track position for the front runners means more than having new tires. Wow. I got a feeling we're about to see some fireworks. We've already been watching it, but I got a feeling it's about to just get more chaotic, no doubt here, Jeremy, as we move into the home stretch of this one, my friend, no doubt. And for the most part, this has been a pretty entertaining race. Would you agree?
It's been very good, actually. There's been a lot of movement. The first opening laps, I thought, well, these guys are not really going to make too much fun out of it, but they really just opened up the entertainment value of this thing, and they kept it side by side, 3 wide into the wall, different calls, trucks trying to make things happen on the outside when had no draft help. It's just been a lot of things going on here tonight, so it's been very fun, but this restart looking to be probably even more fun.
They'll be side by side when they come back to the Geico restart zone, which is about to be right now. Pick your poison. A dozen laps remaining here at Atlanta. Back in the Geico restart zone, and Chris White's gone. Grande spun the tires, or he just didn't get in gear, and it stacked up the outside lane behind him. Oh, and Adenbacher's in the wall.
There we go.
Crashing Adenbacher, Hutchinson, and the yellow flag is out again with 12 to go.
There's the big one. We're going to take a look back on the LSRTV replay and see exactly what happened. Turn
Grande
one.
didn't
Didn't
fire.
waste any oh. There's the air pocket.
Air
19,
pocket, net
Chris
code.
White.
Man, one of the LSRTV CRN trucks. From another angle. And Jeremy, I wonder if our producer, after we watch the wreck here, Dan West Jr., oh my. And Chris White into the wall. Man, can we watch the restart, Charles, in the production truck? Jeremy, fair or foul in what we just saw? Let's see the restart here. What are you thinking? The restart, the front row, not in the back.
3 wide almost there.
Look
It's
at
not
the
the
front
first
row
time we
again.
would have called 3 wide. Chris White.
Yeah. Here you go, Jeremy. Fair or foul right here? What do you think? What happened?
Well, we're going to see the start here. Normal launch
Grande
from the race
didn't go.
leader. Number 11, yeah, just did not go for whatever reason. Wrong gear. Maybe he had it in third. So they go 3
tires.
wide.
Yeah, I mean, wow.
I think it was just in third gear and had to shift to second. It really just checked things up. So there's nothing wrong on the 19 part. It's just, I think, all 11. Is that the number 5 who's getting his wave around there? Yep, there's Devin West. He's going to head himself back to... Is that going to put him 1 lap down, or is that going to put him on the lead lap? I can't tell here at the moment while it cycles through.
One lap down.
1 lap down now. All right. I mean, we have chances for another caution. Who knows?
I think we're going to see another caution. I hate to say it.
Very well could, man. That was a wild one, too. The movement that was had to cause that one. We could or could not see another one. It's going to be, it'd be fun to figure that out. But, yeah, we're not done with the chaos, though. That's for sure.
So here's the deal. 9 laps to go. Charles, if I'm right, there's 2 attempts at overtime, right, for the series this year, 2? Is it 2? Yeah, two attempts. And we're approaching the top of the hour. 1 to go on the pace car. We'll pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification on the Community Radio Network. This is the Northwest Racing Series.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Carter, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Charles Wooten on production, Jeremy Stanley, Wesley Outland back here with you. Welcome back to Atlanta. And I'm understanding Dan West Jr., another black flag for the 55. Kind of wonder if it was involved with the Annenbacher incident there and also with Scott Hutchinson. And Jeremy, here's the deal. There is still plenty of time for overtime at Atlanta, if need be, in this series tonight.
Probably going to have one more caution. Stay tuned with that. It's going to get crazy. Here it is, 19. Christopher White, Roy Grande, Ray Fortner. Welcome to the top 5, the 26. It's been kind of teetering with it, but now here he is with a decent chance to go for the race win. Josh Childress, Troy Daggett, Paul Newton, Sean Breitzman, Venture 7 trucks on the lead lap. Pace car with the abrupt turn down to pit road. Christopher White. Let's see if he gets a good restart. Roy Grande did not last time. He gets a better one, but still 19 at the whole shot.
Back underway. Watch this. You got to feel it. You're going to be starting to push and shove. Oh, yeah. Time is gone. Childress inside, below the double line, going after White. Christopher White slung like a rag doll. He was bobbing, weaving. 3 wide, 4 wide, almost behind them. Dang it! He is slinging. He's trying to hold off Grande and Brightsman, and look at Ray 48 up the
Contact.
outside.
Oh, Brightsman.
They crash. Trouble in turn 1.
Another caution on lap 124. Oh, what was that? Debris that just shot to the
Ray
moon?
48 made a bonsai move. Watch the tactic with the 26 up the outside. And when he did, Jeremy, the room was gone. And this is when all hell broke loose right there. Look at that. Look at how lucky 48 was.
Oh, Christopher White.
And Chris White got collected also. I missed it. Chris White involved. That was not Chris White. My apologies. It's another truck that looks just like his colors. That's Bartlett. That's Bartlett. That's Stephen Bartlett, guys. That's Stephen Bartlett.
Fooled up here. This is not
Dang,
Christopher White.
I really do. My apologies, everybody. The truck is red and black. It looks just like Christopher White's colors, except it's Kayla for our buddy out of Oregon, Stephen Bartlett. And if people don't know what K-Love is, it is a Christian contemporary radio network. I used to listen to K-Love all the time in my car. Positive, encouraging K-Love. Not an electric Prius. I don't have an electric Prius. Oh. Jeremy, I do not drive an electric motor car, okay? I promise you, I don't have an electric car.
I got no beef with them. People like to get all, sensitive about it, but listen.
As much traveling as I do in my life, man, I'd be plugged to a Circuit City if I had to do an electric car to take me everywhere I went.
You would make no sense, right? But if you got a 10, 15-minute commute each way to work, you don't ever have to do anything outside the home for charging. So always keep one gas car available, right? So if you're going to go electric, at least have a gas one backup just in case. But yeah, I got no beef. If you got a Prius, man, you rock that Prius. You confidently drive that thing with pride.
I don't have a Prius. I don't have a Prius.
The Prius electric vehicle is still
I don't have a Chevrolet
cooler.
Spark either. Where have you been, Charles?
Listen,
that was 5 years ago.
Toyota Prius electric is still still a better vehicle than the Dodge Challenger electric. Okay.
Ford Fiesta, Ford Fusion. Take your pick.
I drive a Ford Focus.
There you go.
The ST model, the manual. The 250 horsepower, 6-speed manual.
All right. Well, I'm ignoring you as we get ready to
Rest in
get
peace.
ready for a restart. It is 4. Make it 3 laps to go. There is still a chance for overtime if need be.
Yeah,
What's the reach cap so far? Race summary? What are we at? 8 cautions, I think. Race summary. 7 cautions and not done yet. All right, Jeremy, we'll get ready to come back. Geico restart zone. Can Josh Childress break through and win? Christopher White, and how about Taxi? Ray Fournier. Oh, the bearded wonder. He's licking his chops. He wants to win in the world of the Northwest. We're back underway. Green flag is out.
Green flag. Here we go. Can we keep it green, or are we going to have one more of those yellow flags flying? We got a lap and a half before this race is sealed in. Here we go. The 19 going to the outside. You're going to see nobody's going to come with them. 26, 99 stayed at the bottom. Here comes Paul Newton. He's going to go to the first truck outside. Past 99. In fourth place, down to the outside of the 26, Ray Fournier. 2 laps to go.
2 to go. Ray Fournier in the yellow and black 26. He's right behind the top 2 single file. He is holding off a log jam of traffic with Newton and Daggett. As one scrapes off the wall, that's Kevin Smith into the safer barrier. Back straight away. Daggett, big push to the 26 in the middle. That's Fournier. Right up the racetrack. Here they come. Off turn 4. CRN 1 to go. This is it. Final time, Jeremy, turn 1 in Atlanta, and the best man win on the other side.
Josh Childress playing some defense on the inside lane, shoves up the outside just a little bit, gives him the momentum temporarily back straightaway for the final time. Door-to-door contact.
To the inside, watch the 26. Can he get the run? He's watching him. Meanwhile, Childress and White almost come together. Here they go. It's 3 wide. No, it's not. Chris White comes to the line. He wins here. And they're crashing behind them.
Christopher White, job well done, well deserved.
The field implodes at the checkered flag.
The first checkered flag of the 2025 season for the driver of the 19, Christopher White, as they just destroy each other right after the start-finish line.
For Christopher White, career win number 17 tonight in the Northwest Racing Series. It will also mark his 355th career start, 140th top 5, and 237th top 10. And let's be honest, Jeremy, Christopher White's truck, he was really up there all night long. I picked 2 guys, Christopher White and Josh Childress. They were probably the top 2 cat's pajamas here in Atlanta, pardon the pun.
Yeah, they were probably the most aggressive too, not in a bad way, but they were shifting lanes, being very versatile on the track, and it paid off. It enabled them to stay up to the front, gain the confidence of the guys around them drafting, and they got the job done. Look at them. First one of this season, 17th overall, as you said. And that was a hell of a battle to keep that lead.
And mad props to Josh Childress and Ray Fournier. I know they were looking for their first ever career NASRA wins. Just came up a little bit short. It is a top 5 finish for them. And Christopher White is burning it down. He is celebrating. The 19 in victory lane. There goes Childress. He's on the podium. Paul Newton got second. What a finish. Can we see that last lap one more time, Charles? Set it up for us here. What was it? Wait, we can't go. Okay. Well, anyhow, you saw it. Go back, hit rewind, and check it out again. Jeremy, what an awesome finish there. And I mean, I'll tell you what, Christopher White was doing all he could to block him left and right coming after him for the finish of the race.
No, it was a spectacular finish. Yeah, they were all over the place. Great defense from the 39 to push the lane up and kind of control the outside lane from the bottom and still not wreck anybody. It was job well done all over. What a final lap, man. One of the best ones this season.
Results tonight, and Jeremy will give his closing thoughts as I always let him jump in bed to grab some shut-eye early. Christopher White picks up the win. Career win 17 in the Northwest, his first win this year. He joins Paul Newton, Josh Childress, Ray Fournier. Give it up to the taxi bearded wonder. He'll finish in the top 5 along with Troy Daggett. Another stellar points run for the 99. And Devin West will finish the race in 6th. Everyone else, multiple laps down. They include Dennis Moore, Ryan Bloom, Dan West Jr., and Jeff Stabnow, all 2 laps down, Jeremy, at the end, the top 10.
And then rest of the field here, Tyler King in 11th, Stephen Paulison in 12th, Sean Brightsman in 13th, Roy Grande P14, Kevin Smith in 15th. Brett Johnson in 16th. Stephen Bartlett 17th. John Ottenbacher 18th. Scott Hutchinson P19. Ron Hunter rounds out the top 20. Dana Rogers in 21st. Chris Kynes, Corey Elkelbarger, Frank Harris, and James Vining completes the 25 truck. Unofficial results here for the
race summary for Atlanta tonight. 7 cautions, 21 caution laps, no overtime needed. 130 laps the distance. Time of race 1 hour 30 minutes and 1 hour 29 minutes and 32 seconds. And there were 15 lead changes. 5 lead changes happened in that last 3 laps. Well, Jeremy, buddy, the stretch to the summer begins. We'll be back together with ARCA on Thursday night, but obviously Portland International Raceway is where we will be. And I'm sorry, my apologies. Let me scroll down here. I'm too far ahead. Watkins Glen, the only and final of the 2 road courses of the year. We're going to Watkins Glen next Monday night, though, buddy. Your take of tonight's race, though, sir.
One of the best this season. 10th start of the year, and what a race. That was just...
Well, Jeremy Stanley will part ways. For that last 50 laps, Christopher White picks up his 17th career win in Nazareth. This track,
Wesley, and I'll say no. I don't like it. I'm not very fond of the super speedway stuff, so I'd prefer the old Atlanta. But hey, I can at least say I've won on the old Atlanta in the truck series, and now I can say I won on
traffic all around them because they're trying to get back on the lead lap, or at least try to hopefully get back around the leaders to try to get a lap back. That was pretty intense also, wasn't it?
I'd say it was pretty intense from the green flag from the start of the race throughout. We had some nice long runs, a couple cautions here and there, but this type of racing is just so tough. You have to make split-second decisions and moves and whatnot, and oftentimes it can go wrong. And mind you have to keep as you guys know. So to get up here, to get a podium, to get a win, it's been a long time coming, so it feels good to get up here. Battling the 39 there for a while, it was just tough on the outside lane. So I just had to make a decision at one point to cut the gap and take the inside and kind of steal the lead there for a little bit. But yeah, tough race.
I'll tell you what, another winner in this series. How competitive has season 12 been for the Northwest, Chris?
Gosh, I mean, it's anything but easy, to say the least. I used to, back in the day, I used to find myself running up front more often, winning a little bit more often, won the championship in the Cup Series, back in, 2020 or 2021. But since then, it's just been a rough go. It's just tough. It gets, the updates come in, things get tougher, setups get more strategic, and then, the talent that comes into the league too also improves. So, there's just variable factors that come in throughout the races, the seasons, and things get tougher. But, it's just the fun of coming out here and being able to run with these guys is what it's all about, really.
Well, buddy, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors and congratulations. Winning on Old Atlanta or New Atlanta, which one do you like better?
Like I said, the old Atlanta's better. I kind of like the track when it was, rough and tough. You had to drive it, you had to save tires, and you can separate yourself from everybody else too. Here it's just bumper to bumper, that drafting style, which I really don't care for, along with Daytona and Talladega. It's more of a crapshoot type race, and very, very tough. Got to make your moves, split-second decisions, all that kind of stuff. So it keeps you at the edge of your seat throughout the whole thing. So good to come up here and get the win. Full disclosure, Craftsman's not a sponsor, nothing like that. I just thought it was a cool paint scheme to run. Go figure, I take my CWM stuff off the truck and find victory lane without it on the truck. But hey, it is what it is. Thank you guys, LSRTV. And C White Media, check it out, cwhitemedia.com. Got a lot of racing photography content that I do. And if you're in the Northwest, Be sure to check out Evergreen Speedway June 28th. We got Kevin Harvick and Keelan Harvick coming up for the Cars Tour, and I will be there. So hopefully you guys can come up and check it out if you're in the area.
Cars Tour West, and obviously Keelan Harvick is coming off of a victory this past weekend over Dad Kevin and the other Cars Tour West competitors. Now, that is the Pro Late Model Series. It's not the Late Model Stocks, but they're still doing a really good program over there in the West Coast. But Christopher White, man, 355 career starts, his 17th win, 140th top 5, and his 237th top 10 in the world of the Northwest for Christopher White, the winner here tonight in Atlanta. Paul Newton, it's always great to catch up with you, sir. You got a couple of wins this year, including the Daytona 200 and the road course. Go figure, at Portland. Are you ready for the road course at Watkins Glen next Monday, my friend? Second place ain't bad.
Yeah, I can't wait for more road course stuff. Not a big fan of this super speedway style racing, but when it works out, it works out.
Well, I'll tell you what, your take of the shenanigans. Did you like the Super Speedway Atlanta tonight? What's your take of tonight's event?
I'm going to agree with Chris on this one. I prefer the Atlanta the way it used to be when you could slide around and save tires, and the cream rose to the top. Here, it's all just kind of one big jumble. And, yeah, it's always tough to run in the pack like that. Can't see that out of bounds line, but, yeah, it's real tough.
Well, bud, I'll tell you what, before we let you go, man, thank your sponsors. And second place, it got pretty gnarly there in that last restart, didn't it?
Yeah, it certainly did. I was kind of hanging back there waiting for the crash. Got some good drivers in this series, though. They can keep it going straight when they need to, so didn't quite get that. So anyway, my sponsors, Paul Newton Design, Trading Paints, Peel's California Mandarins, and I want to thank my teammate Tyler King. He really deserved to be up there at the end today. He got wiped out kind of halfway through. Beaver State Racing, and I want to thank you guys at LSRTV, and I want to thank the Northwest Racing Series.
Buddy, thank you very much. It's Paul Newton. He'll finish in the number 2 position, and Paul Newton's had a pretty good year this year for the band that I call the Road Course King, and of course we are Road Course Racing next week. Paul Newton, by the way, career start number 120 of the Northwest tonight, got 9 wins, 44 top 5s, and 85 top 10s after this evening here at Atlanta. Let's go down and grab the rookie sensation. This guy, I think, is really just showing his prowess and improvement week in and week out. Joshua Childress, it's always great calling your races, and man, you were just so close to getting that first Northwest victory here tonight in Atlanta. You led a lot of the majority of this race, man, and you look really, really good. Your take of this evening and being on the podium, sir.
Hey, thanks, Wesley. It's definitely challenging. First off, I'd just like to say congrats to Chris White and Paul Newton. Chris and I had a good battle going on. Like he said, you got to make split-second decisions, and I just happened to make one and didn't want to wreck either one of us. Probably shouldn't have, but you know, it is what it is. It's fun. I like these type of tracks, but I like the other style as well. So it's just all around fun.
Man, listen to these stats. In your 25th race, you've got no wins, obviously, but it's. I got a feeling it's coming. But you've got 4 top 5s and at least 10 top 10s. In at least 70% of your races, you are in the top 10. What does that mean to you to be running and competing with these guys in the Northwest as well as you have?
Oh man, it feels good, but there's a lot of guys in here that are way better. I'm just learning their driving styles, you know, how they drive, and just learning from them. You learn from the best, they say, you know. So there's a handful of guys in here, at least half the field, or you know, 3/4 that could win any race any day. So it's pretty special to get to run with this series and the good shows they put on.
Well, man, the lap traffic, all of the crazy shenanigans, I guess, that went on, especially in those last 40 laps. What does it mean just to end up with a podium finish? And I guess the word survival, wasn't it?
Yeah, I could go with survival. I don't know what happened with all the guys getting the lap down. It's like you didn't know who you were racing with, but I kind of used it to my advantage, with Dan West, and it's like I'll help him get his lap back, but he's going to drag me by Michael White. So it's like I'll use that to my advantage, and it was just fun.
Well, Bud, before we do let you go, please thank your sponsors, Josh, and continue with the success you're having this year, man. I got a feeling you're going to bust the door down eventually and find that Northwest victory lane.
I sure hope so, Wesley. I'd like to thank Corey Uckelbarger sponsoring me this season, and spotting when he gets into incidences. The old lady for letting me stay up and run it, and LSRTV for putting this, recording it and putting it out there, and you guys announcing it. You guys do a hell of a job, so I appreciate it. And thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is Childress. He'll finish in the 3rd spot. Paul Newton again, runner-up, and the winner is Chris White, picking up again his 17th win. So listen, we're going to be making lefts and rights. We're road course racing the next 2 nights. Thursday night, we're going to be, of course, with the ARCA Northwest, and that will be at Lime Rock Park for the Lime Rock Grand Prix. A fun 68 laps. I was looking at it the wrong way. 68 laps at Lime Rock Park, and then we're going to Watkins Glen next Monday. For Jeremy Stanley, Charles Wooten, everybody at LSRTV in the Northwest, I'm Wesley Outland. Good night. Congrats, Chris White, winning at Atlanta.